Hello guys, welcome to DTW Tutorials. Welcome. So today's video is about the 50 complete questions solved and explained on your Jamb 2020 Math Pass question. Okay, so these questions are your consolidated questions, and the exact Jamb questions back, let's say like 2017, 2018 is on the DTW Tutorials channel. You can check that out, okay? Because from 2019 Jamb stopped releasing its questions. All right, so 2017, 2018, the exact Jamb past questions. All right, so you can check that. I'll also leave the link, the playlist, where the videos are, the link of the playlist link, okay, in the video description box of this video. So this video is in collaboration with Mr. Kennedy Honora. All right, thank you so much, Kennedy Honora. Is a mechanical engineering graduate. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Kennedy, for making this possible. All right, and supporting DTW Tutorials, okay, to make this video possible, to support students in their exam. So teachers are different. I tell you, Mr. Kennedy is a slow teacher. Okay, he makes sure he breaks it down step by step slowly so you can explain. All right, so if you watch this video, just be patient and you'll get each step. All right, so before we get on to the video, if it's your first time on this channel, DTW Tutorials, an educational channel on YouTube where we support students with free videos on maths, physics, chemistry. Recently I published 2 chemistry videos on your Jamb chemistry solved and also WAEC 2020 chemistry solved. You can check that out. I'm also going to leave everything in the playlist. Okay, everything is in the playlist. You can check and scroll for which particular topic you're interested to watch. Okay, so we support you with free videos, so please share this video. All I need from you now is to share. You can see this video is not for sale. Please don't monetize this video for people out there. Don't monetize it. I've really done this video is for everyone. All right, so also please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe and click on the notification bell so you are instantly notified whenever we upload an educational video for you. And also there's a Facebook group, all right, very interactive Facebook group where a lot of things, tutorials go on there, and information also is passed out on your exams. So please also you can join the Facebook group. I'll leave the link in the video description box of this video. All right, or in the comment section you should see that too. So one more thing I also want to introduce, DTW Tutorials Junior. You can search on YouTube just after the DTW Tutorials, add a junior, and you see videos for junior students. If you have brothers, sisters in GSS, you have your junior WAEC past question. If you have siblings in your primary school, there are also common entrance videos too on that channel. All right, I'm still trying to work on it, but there are videos that can help them with their exams right now. So please share that channel to them. And one more thing to introduce also is DT Educational Consult. Okay, we provide admission processing services to students if you want to study abroad, especially in Ukraine, in Russia and Belarus, where the school fees are not that quite high like Canada or US. Okay, and getting a visa is not that you don't have to sit for your IETLS, you don't have to sit for any exam. All you just need is your WAEC result, your complete WAEC result. That's all you need to gain admission in schools in Ukraine, Russia and Belarus. All right, and please let me just quickly give you a breakdown. All right, let me go to a page now, quickly give you a breakdown, then we'll come back to this video. I'm introducing you to one of our services we do. That's our DTW Educational Consult. Okay, registered in Nigeria. Okay, we help students secure admission abroad, and majorly in Ukraine, Russia and Belarus university. And these schools, they accept. You don't need Jamb, you don't need your IETLS, English exams. All you just need is your WAEC certificate. So no matter the country you are in currently, just your WAEC certificate. As far as you have your 5 credits and your 5 compulsory, your subject for the different courses. Okay, and we can quickly just go through this. So we can quickly go through this text here All right, so these are courses, all right, over 70 bachelor and master degree courses available in Ukrainian and Russian universities, and these are the fees per year. Okay, all right, so if your parents can afford it, you can just go abroad to school, because I know in I think in Madonna University, any medicine, I think medicine about 1.5 1.7 million, and that's like over almost $3,000. All right, so if your parents can pay for you to go to a private university, this is just Madonna. I've not spoken of Covenant University and which other university again, Babcock. I've not spoken on their own fees. So if your parents can afford this, so why not you just go abroad and study? And the certificate will be recognized all over the world. You can go abroad and study if your parents can afford it. So it's almost close to the same you pay here in Nigeria. All right, so if your parents can afford it, you can go there and you study in English. All right, if you want to study in Russia, you can do a first year a prep course to learn Russian. But if you don't want, then you study in English. All right, you can see the courses, the prices here per year. Okay, for several courses, you can quickly just go to the DTW site and go through the prices. Okay, now this is this admission procedure. Just go through this. All you need to do is submit your application. Okay, you have to sign agreement. All you need to do is just go through all this to apply for your student visa. Later you can just browse through all this. If you need more information, you can just send us an email. All right, send me an email and I'm going to respond to you, and we proceed from there. All right, so you've seen the breakdown of the process and everything that you need to do. If you're interested, my contact details is there. Feel free to contact me and we'll pick it up from there. All right, so in getting to the video right now, don't forget that Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ, for He's the way, He's the truth, He's the life. He's the one who's going to lead us to heaven at last and give us that particular good life here on earth. Is the one who's going to give us success in our life. Is the one who's going to, every plan of the enemy against you, is the one who's going to destroy it, stop those evil plans. Because the mission of the devil is to kill, steal, and destroy. So whatever he must have stolen from your life or destroyed, the Lord will restore it to you. So He's the God of restoration. So all you need to do is come unto Him, come back to Him, give your life to Christ, and He's going to take over every battles of your life, your health, your career, whatever is going to take over. All right, so all you just need to do is just live a holy and righteous life, and that's all. And He has taken everything in control. All right, so thank you for staying tuned to DTW tutorials, for subscribing, for sharing, for liking, and don't forget that you are destined to win in the forthcoming Jamb 2021 examination. Okay, thank you, and let's get on to the video now.
Solving past questions, and we are dealing with 2020 maths Jamb. So we have question number 1 of the Jamb 2020 mathematics question. We were asked to simplify 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 divided by bracket open 1 plus 2 over 3 of 6 over 7. So to do this, we have to recall our basic understanding of mathematics, that is our foundation. And we remember that we are told that we have a core board math. Alright, good day class. We are solving Jamb maths for the year 2020 and we commence. So this is our question number 1 that says we should simplify 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 divided by bracket open 1 plus 2 over 3 of 6 over 7 bracket. So if you recall our basic foundation in maths, we have I call it a terminology termed board mass. So we have board mass. So from what we have here, our B stands for brackets, which are these brackets that are here, and our O stands for off, which is this, our D stands for division, which is this, M multiplication, A addition and subtraction. So following from what we have, we will solve for what we have first, the bracket, which is this. So we have 1 in the bracket plus 2 over 3 of 6 over 7. And you agree with me that of also stands for what? Multiplication. So we have 3 into 6, give us 2, leaving us with 1 plus 2 times 2, 4 over 7. So we have to solve for this to get our final answer. So this is same thing as 1 over 1. So the LCM of 1 over 7 is 7. 7 into 1, 7 times 1 gives us 7. Bring down our plus 7 divided by 7, 1 times 4, we have 4. So our final answer is 11 over 7. So this is what we have when we solve for the bracket. So therefore, I like put my therefore. So we have therefore 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 divided by 11 over 7, which is what we got when we solved for the bracket. So what next on the terminology is division. So we have to solve for this. So we have 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3. When we flip this, we have to turn this to multiplication, hence we have to flip this over. So we have 7 over 11. So when we solve for this, we have 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 times 7, 21 over 11. So now we are down to 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 21 over 11. So going to our guide, we have addition and subtraction. So basically we have to find the, this is same as 1 over 1. So you have to find the LCM of 1, 3 and 11, which is 33. So 33 into 1 is 33 times 1 is 33, plus we have 33 into 3, 11 times 2, so we have 22, minus 33 into 11, we have 3 times 21, which is going to give us 63. So if we apply our guide, we have to add first before we subtract. So giving us it's 55 minus 63 over 33. So 55 minus 63, we have a negative 8 over 33. So this is our answer, and that is our B. So that is for that. We move to the next question. That is question number 2. So I have to take this off. So we are told to, that is number 2 of our Jamb 2020 question, which is mass. We are asked to evaluate brackets open 0.12 bracket close raised power 3 times 0.315 over 2 bracket open 0.006 bracket close, correct to 3 decimal places. Let's not forget. So now we can have this done quickly with our calculator and we'll get our answer, but there could be an instance where we may be told not to use calculator. How then can we solve this without calculator? It's quite simple. We have to now break it down a little, but I say make it more simplified. So I will say we have 12 over 100. Now number of bracket is power is q times sorry, not 0 now, so let me take it off. So we have times 305 or 5 or 315 over 1000 divided by, now we have to multiply this, so we get a fraction of 12 over 1000. So if you look at this and this, you agree with me that they are the same thing. So we then solve for this, because remember, you may be asked not to use your calculator. So we have these as 12 times 12 times 12 all over 100 times 100 times 100 times 315 over 1000. So we have to turn this to multiplication. Remember, this flips over, so we have 1000 over 12. So we have to work out this we cut out this we take this. So 4 here with 3, 4 in 100, 25, 4 in 12 again we have 3, 4 in 100 we have 25. So we have 5 in 100, 20, 5 in 315 we have 63. So we have to bring it up. We have 3 times 3, 9 times 63 over 125, that is 25 times 25 times 20. So this leaves us with 9 times 63 leaves us with 567 over 12,500. So if we are to punch this in our calculator, we have 0.04536. Remember, we are asked to take it to what 3 decimal places. So remember our mass, if the number first or the number before what we are eliminating is greater than 5, we eliminate this and add 1 to this. So this is 0.0454. But remember, they said 3 decimal places, so we have 4, so we have to eliminate this. So it is not a 5 or more than 5, it's just less than 5. So when we eliminate this, we don't have to add to this, so we have our answers 0.045. so our answer is C. So that is that for question number 2. So we move to question number 3. So let me take this off and we'll begin. So we're told to, that is for question number 3 of the Jamb Mathematics 2020 plus question. So asked to have find or say make T the subject of formula in the question. So this is, I will write this because this is K T square minus V T minus 6 equals 0. So this is how our question ought to be. So now if you look at this, you agree with me, is the same thing as kx square minus vx minus 6 equals to 0. So basically this is a quadratic equation, and if you recall from your secondary school mathematics, there are different ways of solving a quadratic equation. You can solve it via almighty formula, via elimination method, via substitution method. There are different methods whereby you can solve a quadratic equation. So we are going to find x, or rather find t, using the almighty formula, which we know is the quadratic formula that states x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac all over 2a. So here we know that our b is minus x. Remember, when we are dealing with variables, we take the signs along with the variables. So if this is our a, this is a, the sign here is positive. This is our b, the sign here is what? Negative. This is our c, the sign that goes with it is what? Negative. So when we are picking up variables, make sure you pick the signs followed by. So now we have x minus b, x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That's our almighty what formula. So if we are to bring this to this question, therefore we have t equals to minus b square root of, not plus or minus, don't forget that, square root of b squared minus 4ac over what? 2a. So what is our b? Our b here is what? Minus v. And our a here now is k, don't forget, and our c is minus what? 6. So don't forget. So this is, now we have t equals to, what's our b? So our b now is minus v. So we have minus bracket minus b, don't forget, bracket close, we have plus or minus square root of bracket open minus v square minus 4. So what's our a? Our a is what? K. So let's put that in bracket, k. And what's our c? Our c is what? Minus 6. Let's put that in bracket also, all over 2a. So what's our a? Our a is what? K. So let's put that in what? Bracket. So that leaves us with minus times minus v plus or minus square root minus v squared gives us what? The same thing as v. So minus 4 times k times minus 6, basically minus times minus will give us plus. So 4 times k times 6 will give us 24. So you have plus 24, all in bracket. 2 times k is what? 2k. So we have v plus or minus brackets, or plus or minus square root of v plus 24k, don't forget our k, over 2k. So this is our what? T. So that's, we've made t the subject of what? Formula. So looking at our answer, we will see that our answer here is where is it? Yeah, v k, no. So our answer here is a. Yeah, so we are saying that a is our answer because it's, don't forget our square, it's same thing as this. So that is that for number 3. So let's move to number 4. Let's take this off. I will go to number 4. So for number 4, we asked to what? Simplify root 2 over root 2 minus 1 plus root 2 over root 2 plus 1. So if you recall that this is a topic in the sword, this is a question under sword. So what do? We have to solve this by first and foremost looking for the LCM of root 2 minus 1 and root 2 plus 1. So we have this root 2 over root 2 minus 1 plus root 2 over root 2 plus 1. LCM here, forgive me, I'm writing over. LCM should be root 2 minus 1, don't forget, and root 2 plus 1. So these are LCM. So bringing it down here, so we solve. So bracket open, root 2 minus 1, bracket close, bracket open, root 2 plus 1, bracket close, divided by this. So basically this will divide this. This times this will give us root 2 bracket root 2 plus 1. Don't forget our plus sign. So come here with this, divide this, or multiplying this times this, we have root 2 bracket root 2 minus 1, close bracket, all over root 2 minus 1, don't forget, and root 2 plus 1. So we have to open our bracket. So from this, I'm to open this bracket. Root 2 times root 2 will give us 2 plus root 2 times 1, root 2 plus root 2 times root 2 is 2, plus times minus will give us minus root 2 times 1, root 2, all over. I want to open this bracket. We have root 2 times root 2, which is 2, root 2 plus 1, that is plus root 2. So we have 1 times root 2, which is minus root 2, minus 1 times minus 1 gives us minus 1. So collecting like terms, we have 2 plus 2 plus root 2 minus root 2, all over. Let's take like terms here. We have 2 minus 1 plus root 2 minus root 2. So from here, plus root 2 minus root 2 will give us 0. The same thing here gives us 0. So we're left with 2 plus 2, 4, over 2 minus 1, 1. So our answer is equals to what? 4. So that is our D. I hope you understood. With that, we go to our next question. That is question number 5. So let me take it off. So we start. Now this is question number 5 of 2020 Jamb question mathematics. We're told that the sum of the first n terms of a linear sequence is Sn equals n squared plus 2n. So they said determine the general term of the sequence. Now if you recall, the formula for the nth term of a linear series or a linear sequence is Sn equals n over 2, all in brackets, 2a plus bracket open m minus 1 bracket close, d what bracket close. But from the question, we are given that Sn is equals to n squared plus 2n. So we equate that to this. So we have n squared plus 2n is equals n over 2 bracket 2a plus bracket open m minus 1 bracket close, d bracket will close. So let us solve for the right hand side first, but we can bring down the left hand side. N squared plus 2n equals, so we want to open the bracket, so this 2 we cancel this 2, leaving us with so why don't we go for a different approach? So instead of opening a bracket, I want to make it now more easier for us. Since we have an equals to sign, because it just came as an idea. Since we have an equals to down, why not we cross multiply, so that these two multiply whatever I have here, and we know that this is 1 over 1 multiplies this. So we have 2 brackets. So let me make that more visible. So we have 2 bracket n square plus 2n bracket close equals to n bracket open 2a plus n minus 1. Don't forget that this is also in a bracket, then d bracket close. So you see, this looks more easier and help us to get our answer what faster. So let's open brackets on both sides. So we have 2n square plus 4n, that is 2 times 2 4, equals to 2na plus, when we open our bracket fully, we have n square d minus n d. Is what we have when we open our bracket what fully. So let us do something. We are going to equate the same variables. So if you look on my left, we have 2n squared. The variable n squared here is the same as the variable is also. So we have a variable n squared here. We have another variable n squared here. So we equate this variable. So we have 2n squared is equals to, don't forget to pick up the sign, plus n square what d. So n square cancel n square, we have d equals to 2. So we have that. So now we go and equate the other variable n. So we have, let me separate it. So we have 4n equals 2na minus nd. So let's bring this, the like term out. We have 4n equals n brackets. So we have 2a minus d bracket close. So my n cancel this n, we have 4 equals 2a minus d. So remember, we found our d to be what? 2. So when we come here, we have 4 equals 2a minus what? 2. Play like terms, we have 4 plus 2, that is, if this comes here, becomes plus, equals 2a. So 4 plus 2 is 6 equals 2a. Therefore a is equals to 3. So now we found our d, we found our a. So now if you recall, I want us to kind of like recall back. We have that the formula for the nth term of any sequence, that is an arithmetic sequence, is tn a plus bracket m minus 1 bracket close d. You see that now. So we have to find what the general term of the sequence, which is this. I know that a is what? 3 plus n minus 1. What's our d? 2. So open bracket, don't forget, this is 3 plus 2m minus 2. So it's equals to 3 minus 2 plus 2n. Therefore our tn is equals to 1 plus 2n, which is not here, but since they carry the same positive value, same thing as 2n plus 1. So when we just change, we have this, so that would be our b. So that's for numbers 5. So let's go to the next question, number 6. Let me take it off. So number 6. So this is question number 6 for Jamb 2020 maths question. So we're told that a solid cylinder of radius 3 cm has a total surface area of 72 pi centimeter square. So let's find its height. So since we are dealing with area, How do we know it's area? Because of this what? Centimeter square. If it were centimeter cube, we'll know that we're dealing with volume. So we recall that the formula for area of a cylinder A is equals to 2 pi r bracket open r plus h, and they told us that the area of the cylinder, which is A, is 72 pi, so it's equals to 2 pi r bracket r plus h. So let us solve this. So we bring down our 72 pi. So we have 2 pi. They give us a radius of what? 3 bracket 3 plus what? H. So what do we do next? We have 72 pi equals 2 times 3, so this is 6 pi bracket 3 plus what? H. So we have to open this bracket. So we have 72 pi equals 6 pi times 3 give us 18 pi plus 6 pi h, so we have 6 pi what? H. So we color like them, so we have 72 pi minus 18 pi, because here it was plus 18, when it comes, it becomes minus 18, so it's equals to 6 pi h. So 72 minus 18, so we have 54 pi is equals to 6 pi h. So we make h the subject of formula, so we have h, which is our height, is equals to 54 pi over 6 what? Pi. So pi cancels pi. 6 in 54 will give us what? 9. So therefore our h is equals to 9 centimeters. So that is our B. So we move to the next question, which is question number 7. So in question number 7 of the Jamb Maths 2020, we are told in the question that if the figure below, that is PQRS, is a trapezium of area 14 centimeters squared, in which line PQ is parallel to line RS. So if PQ is 4 centimeter and SR is 3 centimeter, find the area of the triangle SQR in centimeter square. So how do we do this? Remember, we are told that the have to go back to the question. Remember, we are told that the area of this trapezium, which is A, is 14 centimeter what square. And you recall that the formula for area of a trapezium, which is, let me take it up here, A is equals to 1 over 2 bracket A plus B times what? H. So this is the formula for area of a trapezium. So therefore we are equating 14 to this. So we have 14 is equals to 1 over 2 bracket A plus B H. So mind you, we are looking for the height, so as we can solve for area of the what? Triangle. So we have 14 is equals to 1 over 2 bracket open. Our A is 4, our B is 3, so we have H. So then come over here, we have 14 is equals to 7 over 2 what? H. So let's cross multiply. So you have 28 equals to 7 what? H. So if you take the short of formula h, you have 28/7. So our height is equals to what? 4 centimeters. So now we found the height of the shape. Now we go to solve for area of this triangle, and remember that area of a triangle is equals to half base times height. So we have 1/2. What is the base of the triangle? Which is 3. What is the height? Height we're given is 4. So it's equals to 12/2. Answer is 6 centimeters square. So this is the area of a triangle, which is our C. So we move to the next question, which is question number 8. Oops, sorry, I went a bit too far. So that's question number 8. So let's take this off. So we were told again in questions number 8 of the Jamb 2020 maths question that in the diagram above, or in this case in diagram beside, ABCD is a square of side 3.5 centimeters each. Remember that a square has 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles. So the side here, here, and here is 3.5. So they told us that ADE is a quadrant of a circle. Don't forget, a circle has what? 4 quadrants. So we're given just one quadrant here. So they said find the area of the figure to the nearest whole number. So let's first and foremost find the area of a square, and the formula for area of a square is side square. So this is something I think 3.5 square, which is equals to 12.25 centimeters square. So this is area of this square. Now how do we get 3.5? You know, recall that 1/5, or sorry, 1/2 is the same thing as 3.5. So don't get that confused. So we found the area of the square. Let us go and find the area of this what? Quadrant. So area of a quadrant is just area of a square divided by the number of what? Quadrants we have. So since we are given one quadrant, so that will be area of a square, which is pi r square over 4, because we have 4 quadrants in a circle. So if we were to solve for this, we have 22/7, which is our pi, times radius of the side, which is 3.5. if you recall. So you have 3.5, so we have in two places 3.5 times 1/4. So if you do this calculation with your calculator, we'll be left with the area of the quadrant as 9.62 centimeters square. So the area of this whole figure, you have to add the area of the square plus the area of the quadrant, which is 9.62 plus 12.25. So we have 7, we have 8, don't forget our decimal point, we have 1, carry 1, so you have 21.87 what? Centimeters square. And if we are to approximate this, don't forget this is more than 5, we cancel it, add 1. This is giving us 21.9, more than 5, we cancel it, add 1. So you have 22 centimeters square, which is our C. So that is that for question number 8. Number 9 says find the volume of the figure above. So if you look at this figure, we'll understand that it is a cylinder and a cone all together. Is a cylinder and a cone all together. And if you call that the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h, and the volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h. So to find the volume of this cylinder join or merge with this cone, we have to add these two volumes together. So let's work on that. So we have pi. So let's do this as pi. What's our radius here? The radius here of this cylinder is half of the diameter, which is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So we have radius as 4 square. What's the height of a cylinder is times 10 centimeters. So we plus it. Now we come to the volume of the cone. Don't forget 1/3 pi r square. So we have 1/3. We have our pi. The radius of the cylinder is the same as the radius of the cone, which is 4 square. So we have 4 square times, now the height of this cone is what? 8 and not 10. So if we work for this first before we work for this, so 4 square will give us 16 times 10, which is 160. So I'm left with 160 what? Pi, plus we have, so for this 4 square 16 times 8, which is 128 what? Pi. So I have 128 pi all over 3. So if I find the LCM of this, we have same here 3, this is 1, 3, this is 0, 8, so it's 480 plus 3 here 128. Don't forget that they are all in what? Pi. So if I to add this 480 plus 128, I'm left with 608 over 3 what? Pi. So our answer is 608 all over 3 what? Pi. Eventually our answer is not in the question, but A looks a little bit closer to what we have here. So in Jamb we can't leave, sometimes we can't leave our answer blank. We have to pick an answer. So pick something that is nearest to this, which is what? A. So that is on that. We go to the next question, which is question number 10. So we have question number 10 of the Jamb 2020 examination. So we are asked that the sum of the interior angle of a polygon is 20 right angles. So we ask, how many sides does the polygon what have? How many sides does the polygon what has? So if you recall, the formula for sum of interior angle of any polygon is m minus 2 times 180. So this is sum of interior angles of a polygon, and we're told that this sum is equals to 20 right angles. So it's equals to 20 right angles. I know that right angles are equals to 90 what degree. So we have m minus 2 times 180 is equals to what? 1000. 800. So we have this. So let's equate for this. So we have m minus 2 is equals to 1800 over 180. So this is 0, this is equals to 10. So we have m minus 2 is equals to 10. Therefore n is equals to 10 plus 2. So n is equals to what? 12. So that is our B. Question number 11 of the Jamb 2021 or Jamb 2020 past question. So we are told to solve set in the figure below. Find the value of x. So here we get creative. We really have to get creative, and we introduce a line. Sorry, my line is not straight. We introduce a line that will cut the center of angle P. So we'll call this what? E. Now if we look at this, we can say that our angle on C is equal to the angle here. We call this 25 degree. Why? Because they are what? Alternating what? Angle. So now we have to find the angle here. How then can we find the angle here? Remember that this is a circle. So sum of angle on a point, which is this point, is equals to 360. So we have 306 plus 25 plus 25, which will give us total of 331 degree, and we take that from 360 degree, we will have 29 what degree. So therefore the angle here is what? 29 what degree. And you agree with me that if here is 29 degree and here is x, they are the same. Why? Because of what we call alternating angle. So therefore x is equals to 29 degrees. I don't know if you understood what I did, but let me start afresh and make it more simplified. So let's introduce our line here again. So let's call here angle DCP. So angle here, which is equals to angle CPE. Why? Because they are what? Alternating angle. So this is CPE, and we have DCP. So they are alternating angle. So here is 25 degrees equals to 25 degrees. So these angles are what? Alternating. Now we want to, so here is 25 degree. So we want to find this angle. So to get this angle, remember that sum of angles in a circle is equals to 360 degree. So therefore, what do we have around this point? We have angle APE plus angle EPC, which is EPC, plus angle P, all equals to 360 degree. So we have APE plus 25 degree plus P 306 degree equals to 360 degree. So we have APE plus this will give us 331 degree equals to 360 degree. Therefore, APE, which is the angle here, is equals to 360 degree minus 331 degree. So therefore, APE, angles on, is equals to 29 degree. So therefore, here is equals to 29 degree. You now come again, angles APE is equals to angles BAP. Why? Because they are alternating what? Angle. So if here is 29, therefore x also is equal to 29 degree. So our x is equal to 29 degree. So our answer here is C. So with that, go to the next question. So this is question number 12 of the Jamb 2020 mathematics question. So we're told that the figure below, which is this figure, in the figure below we should find the angle RTP. So they want us to find this what angle. And if you are so conversant with your angles, you know your corresponding angles, you know your alternating angles, you know your supplementary angles, you are good and fine. So when we are dealing with alternating angle, we should look for a shape that resembles an AZ, so that here will be equals to here, or if it's the other way around, we have here equals to here. And when we're looking for a corresponding angle, you have to be focused for a shape that looks like F. Anyway, anyhow it may be, we must look for a shape like this. That is, here equals to here, here equals to here, here equals to here, and here will be what equals to here. So these are what corresponding and alternating angle are. So therefore, if here is 85, that means here also is 85 what degrees. And remember, our opposite angles are what equal. So opposite angles are equal. So if here is 85, therefore here is 85 degrees. You agree with me? So we have found the angles here, we have found the angles here. So we can find the angles here and the angles here. Now, to find the angles here, because this is a straight line, and sum of angle on a straight line, sum of angle on a straight line is equals to what? 180 degree. So if here is 85, let here be x. So therefore, x now will be 180 degree minus 85 degree. So x will give us 180 minus 85. So x will give us what? 95 degree. So therefore, the angle here what? 95 degree. So we have found angles here, angles here, angles here. So we have to find angles here. So to find angles here, we must find angles what? here. So is angle about a point. So remember, sum of angles on a point is equals to 360 degree. So we have, let's call this y. So we have y plus 85 plus 95 plus 85 is equals to 360 degree. So that leaves us with y is equals to 360 minus 85 plus 95 plus 85. So we have 360 minus, when we sum all this up, we have 265 degrees. Don't forget these are degrees. So 360 minus 265 will give us what? 95 degrees. So we have y is equals to 95 degrees. So that means here is equals to 95 degrees. So we have found the angles here, 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 and here. Now to find angle C, remember that this is a what? Triangle, and sum of angle in a triangle is equals to 180 what? Degree. So angle on T plus 30 degree plus 95 degree all equals to what? 180 what? Degree. So to find the angle on T is equals to 180 degree minus 95 plus 9 plus 30 degree. So we have 180 degree minus 125 so degrees. So therefore the angle on T is equals to 55 degree. So this is our answer. I hope we are following. So with that, we go to the next question, and that is question number 13. Let's take this off. So we have question number 13. We have question number 13 of the Jamb 2020 maths question. So we are told that 1.5, so given that 1.5x equals to 243/32, find the value of x. So we have, this is the same thing as 15/10x equals to 243/32. So if you cross multiply, you have x is equals to 243 times 10 of 32 times 15. So we have to 5 here give us 2, 5 here give us 3, 3 here is 1, 3 here is 81. So we have 2 here 16, 2 here 1. So we have left with 81/16. So therefore x is equals to 5.1. So we have approximately we have 5. So this is our what? Answer. So we'll go to the next question. Question number 14. So from question number 14 of the Jamb 2020 mathematics question, we are told that, please, this is an error. So this is log 3 base 27 plus 2x equals to minus 1. So this is the question. So this is an error. So solving for this, we have log 3 base 27 plus 2x equals to minus 1. So we collect like terms, we have log 3 base 27 equals to minus 1 minus 2x. So you will come to this, I want us to recall when we are dealing with exponential. If you recall that log, let's say a base b is equals to x, is the same thing as a equals to b is power what? X. So this is the ideology of exponential indices. So judging from this, you can now say that we have 27 raised to the power of minus 1 minus 2x equals to what? 3 is power of 1. So we find the initial form of this, same thing as 3 is power 3 bracket minus 1 minus 2x close bracket equals to 3 power 1. So this will cancel this because they are the same and they terminate each other, leaving us with 3 bracket minus 1 minus 2x close bracket equals to 1. Open the bracket, we have minus 3 minus 6x equals 1. So color like terms, we have minus 1 minus 3 equals to plus 6x, because once this comes over here it becomes plus. So we have minus 4 equals to 6x. Collecting like terms, we have x equals to minus 4 over 6. So therefore x is equals to minus 2 over 3, which is this. So that is our answer for question number 14. So with that, we have to go to question numbers 15. So let us navigate to that place. We have, yes, question number 15. So this is question number 15 of the Jamb Maths 2020 past question. We need to solve for x squared minus 2x minus 8 greater than what? 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. For us to solve for x, we have to find the product root and the sum root to make this fully a quadratic equation. So getting the product and the sum root, we can therefore say that this is equals to x squared plus 2x minus 4x minus 8 greater than what? 0. So we know that we have to put all this in our little bracket. So once this is in our bracket, we'll find what they have in common. They have x in common. We have x open bracket x plus 2. So this the same thing as what? This. We have minus. Then what do this and this have in common? They have 4 in common. So open bracket x plus 2 close bracket, all greater than what? 0. So this is our way of expanding this equation. So now we have to equate what we have to what? 0. So we have x minus 4, we equate it greater than what? 0, comma x plus 2, we equate it also to what? 0. So if you agree with me, this becomes x greater than plus 4. As is minus 4 comes here, it becomes plus 4, comma x. Now if this is plus 2, once it comes over here, it becomes what? Negative 2. And when there's a negative introduced in the question, the sign has to what? Change. This has to change to as negative 2. So after getting this, we know that x is less than minus 2 or x is greater than what? 4. So we agree with me that our answer here is A, s less than -2 or s greater than what? 4, which is +4. So that's our answer for this question number 15. So with that, we go to question number 16. So the question number 16 of the Jamb Maths past question, we have the root of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. You see the roots are alpha and beta. So find the value of alpha squared plus beta squared. So we have to do lots and lots of what? Recalling. So if you recall, I love to recall, as why you should never forget what you were taught in your SS1, 2, and 3, even GS1, 2, and 3, because we have to recall. So if you recall that alpha plus beta square is equals to alpha square plus 2 alpha beta plus beta what? Square. And judging from this, you agree with me that if we are to collect like terms of square, you agree with me that alpha plus beta all in square is equals to alpha square plus beta square plus 2. Sorry, it's not A, it's alpha. Please take note. Plus 2 alpha what? Beta. So if we make this substitute of formula, we have alpha square plus beta square is equals to bracket alpha plus beta all in square minus 2 alpha beta. So we have alpha plus beta all in square minus 2 alpha beta. So let's do another recalling. If you recall that alpha beta is equals to C over A. And what's our C here? Our C here is 2, is equals to 2. And what's our A? Our A here is also 2, is equals to what? 2. And you also recall that alpha plus beta is equals to minus B over A. So what is our B here? Our B is what? Minus 3. So is equals to minus, don't forget your sign. Our A is what? 2. So we are left with 3 over what? 2. So equating this in this equation, we have therefore sorry, error. So therefore alpha square plus beta square equals to, all this alpha plus beta is 3 over 2. So you have 3 over 2, remember, all in square, minus all this our alpha beta is 2 over 2 minus 2 on bracket 2 over 2. So it's equals to 9 over 4 minus 2. So let's solve for this. LCM here is 4. I forgot this is 1. This is 9 minus 8 is equals to 1 over what? 4. Our answer here is what? B. So that is for question number 16. Jamb 2020 maths question. And I said that the equation of the line in the diagram below, I think you want us to find the equation of the line from the diagram what below. And if you recall your you have to do a lot of recalling. If you recall that the equation of a line is given to us as y equals to m x plus c. And looking at our y-axis, which is this, and our x-axis, which is this. Now, what do we say our c is? Our c is where the line crosses the what y-axis, which is this. This line crosses the y-axis. Therefore, our c is equals to what? 3. So let us therefore find our gradient, which is m. So we have y is equals to mx. Therefore, m is equals to change in y over change in x. From the coordinates, we will say that 0 minus 3 over 2 minus 0. So our m is equals to minus 3 over 2. Therefore, the equation of the line becomes y, which is equals to mx plus c, same thing as y is equals to minus 3 over 2x plus 3. So we no, let's multiply. We have 2y is equals to minus 3x plus c. So working with this, collecting like terms, oh sorry, this is not c again, this is 3. Collecting like terms, we have 2y plus 3x minus 3 equals 0. So arranging it in a linear form, we have 3x plus 2y minus, I believe this should be 6. So we have to multiply 2 from both sides. So this should be 6, not 3. It should be 6. It should be 6 because these two are not cross multiplying. We're multiplying these two on both sides. So 2 times y, 2y. 2 times minus 3 over 2 is minus 3, and 2 times 3 should be what? 6. So this should be 6. The answer is 3x plus 2y minus 6 equals 0. So that is for this B. That's our number 17. So we go to questions number 18. So let me take this off. And now we are in question number 18 of the Jamb Maths 2021 past question. So you say find the distance between the point R, which has coordinate 5, 2, and the point common to the line x minus 3y plus 6 and 4x plus 3y equals to 9. So now we found the coordinate R. So let us find the coordinate that is common between these two equation, and we can give it any alphabet. I'll call it an x. So we're looking for coordinate s. So now we have to factorize this equation, or we solve for it using method of substitution. So we have x minus 3y equals to 6. Let's call that equation 1. And we have 4x plus 3y equals 9. Let's call that equation 2. And from equation 1, we can say that x is equals to 6 plus 3y. That is from equation 1. Let's call this equation 3. So what we're going to do in equation 2, we are going to substitute what we have in equation 3 for x. So anywhere we see x in equation 2, we put 6 plus what? 3y. So let's do that. So we have 4 bracket 6 plus 3y bracket close plus 3y is equals to what? 9. So let's open bracket. We have 24, that is 4 times 6, 24 plus 4 times 3, 12y plus 3y equals to what? 9. So let's collect like terms. We have 12, so we have 24 minus 9 equals to 12 plus 3 with 15. Once you come in, becomes minus 15y. So 24 minus 9 will give us 15 equals to minus 15y. Therefore, y is equals to what? Minus 1. So if y is minus 1, let us substitute y in this equation here and get our x. So 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. 6 minus 3 will give us what? Minus 3. So if y is equals to minus 3, x is equals to what? 3. So we have found our second what? Coordinate. I said I'll call it s, which is 3 comma minus 1. That is that for our x. So now we're going to find the distance between the points r, which is 5 comma 2, and s, which is 3 comma minus 2. So using the formula for distance between the points, we have, call it rx now is equals to square root of bracket change in y, which is 5, change in s, which is equals to 5 minus 3 all in square, plus change in y, which is 2 minus 1 bracket all in square. So it's equals to don't forget your square root. 5 minus 3 is 2 square, plus 2 plus minus times minus is plus, so 2 plus 1 is 3 square. So don't forget your bracket. We have 2 squares. We can see the same thing as 2 plus 3 all in bracket what? Square. And you find the square root of this is equals to root. Now this root is the same thing as 1 over 2. So this now becomes 2 plus 3 square 1 over 2. Remember your indices. These 2 will cancel 2, left with 2 plus 3. So our RS is equals to 5. So this is our answer. So that's for number 18. So I leave it there for a while we look at it. So with that, we go to our question number 19. Let me take it off. So question number 19. So question number 19 of the Jamb Maths 2020 rather Jamb question. We are told that the shaded area below represents what? They want us to find what it represents. So we have to find first of all the gradient, and after finding the gradient we have to therefore go further to find the equation of the line. So remember, gradient m is equals to change in y over change in x. So we have the two coordinates, so therefore our gradient m is equals to 0 minus 4 over 3 minus 0. So m is equals to minus 4 over 3. Then recall the equation of the line now is y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1. I hope you all remember this formula. So you have y, our y1 is 4 equals to, remember m is minus 4 over 3 bracket x minus 0. So now let's equate this. What are we then to do? We have to, I will say, cross multiply. So we have 3 here comes bracket I minus 4 bracket equals to minus 4 bracket x minus 0 is something as x, so as on that. So we have 3y minus 12 equals to minus 4x. So we have 3y equals minus 4x plus 12. So we have to equate this to 12. So we have, when this come over, we have plus 4x plus 3y equals to what? 12. So therefore we have 4x plus 3y greater than and equals to 12. So that is our answer, and that is B. So that is how we go around that. So with that, we go to question number 20. So question number 20 of the Jamb 2020 maths pass question. They said the pie chart below shows a housewife's expenditure in a month on some selected food what items. So say if 12,000 naira was spent on beans, how much was spent on yam? So now we were not given the total amount of money she was given to go about her business. We were only told that she spent 12,000 out of that money on beans. So we are going to look for how much is the money. Let's find how much is the money. So let the monthly budget, I would like to put, so let the budget, let it be what? X. And if she spent, and we're told that she spent, she spent out of X, she spent 12,000 naira on beans. So to find X, we have to check what X is. And if we come to beans, see that beans is 20%. So we have to find what is 20% of our budget, which is X. That will give us what is 12,000. So if you make X separate the formula, we have X equals to 12,000 times 100 over 25. 25 here, 25 100 is 4. So our monthly budget now is what? 48,000. I think that is naira. So that means she was given 48,000 naira to spend, and she spent 25% of that on beans, which was 12,000 naira. So we want to know how much she spent on yam. So she spent 20% of yam. So we're going to find 20% of the full budget. So we have 20 over 100 times our budget, 48,000 naira. So zeros cancel zeros. So 480 times 20 is equals to 9,600. So she spent this amount on yam. So this is our answer. So with that, we'll go to question number 21. Now, question number 21 of the Jamb 2020 past question. There's nothing much here to solve than rather having our eyes wide open. So they said the bar chart below shows the marks obtained by students in a certain examination. So using the diagram to answer, or use the diagram to answer questions 21 and 22. So for questions number 21, they say if 40% is the pass mark, how many students pass the what examination? So this is the pass mark 20%. So above this 20%, want to know how many students pass this what examination. So it is a pass mark. We have students scored 40. So we have 50 students score 40. So we have 15 plus 45 students score 5. This is 5 plus how many students score 50? If you agree with me, this should be 2. So 2 students scored what? 50 mark. So adding this all, we have equals 22. So 22 students pass this what examination. So that is our answer. So we have questions number 23. So they want us to know how many students scored 35 or 45 marks. So let me take us back to the graph. How many students scored 35 or 45? So 35 is 10 students scored 35, then 5 students score what? 5. So we have 10 plus 5, which is equals to 15. So 15 students altogether scored 35 or 45. So answer is A. So that is for number 22. So we go to number 23. Now 23 of the Jamb past questions of 2020 maths, we are told that the table below shows the number of pupils in each age group in a class, and we are given that ages or age in years are 10 years, 11 years, and 12 years. And the number of people that are 10 years is 6. Numbers of people that are 11 years is 27. And numbers of people that are 12 years is 7. So they want us to find the probability of that the people chosen at random is at least 11 years old. So we are finding probability of at least 11 years old. So to find this, we are looking at probability of 11 years plus probability of 12 years. So this will give us the probability of student, if chosen at random, being at least 11 years. So probability of 11 years, we have 27 of the total. The total is what? 40. The total of this plus this plus this. So we have 27 over 40 plus probability of 12 years is 7 over 40. So getting the LCM of this, which is 40, we have 27 plus 7, which is equals to 34 over 40. Now 2 can go in both places. If 2 go here, this becomes 17, it becomes 20. So I left with 17 over what? 20. That is our what? Answer. So this satisfies this question. We'll go to the next question. So this is question number 24 of the mass Jamb question 20. So find the median of the numbers. We're given 11, 2, 3, 8, 7, 8, 1, 6, 10, 9, and 8. So not to get confused, we have to arrange all these in what? Ascending what? Order. So I will be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 8 again, 9, 10, and 11. So to find the median, which is the median number, we have to eliminate this, this goes, 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 and this goes. So we're left with what? 6, with 7 rather. So our answer is what? 7. So that is our answer for number 24. So we go to the next question. Question number 25 of the Jamb Maths 2020 past question. They said, what is the mean deviation of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4? Now, there are ways we can do this. We can do it by table, or we can do it linearly. So we are going to do it linearly. So this is a symbol for mean. First and foremost, we have to find the mean of these numbers. So mean is the same thing as average. So we have 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 all over total number, which is what? 6. So we have 24 over 6. So our mean now is what? 4. So now we found our mean 4. Now to find the mean division, we have to take the sum of the subtracted values of each of the what? Frequency, and also find its average. What I mean is that for mean deviation, we have to take, let's put this in brackets, 2 minus 4 plus 3 minus 4 plus 4 minus 4, don't forget a bracket, plus 4 minus 4 plus bracket 5 minus 4 plus bracket 6 minus 4 all over total number, which is what? 6. So mind you, a mean deviation, we will neglect the negative sign and we'll make them all positive. So 2 minus 4, we agree that it's minus 2, but because we are dealing with mean deviation, we are neglecting the signs and taking only the what? Figure. So 2 minus 2 is negative 2, so we have 2 plus 3 minus 4 is negative 1, so we have 1 plus 4 minus 4 is 0 plus 4 minus 4 0 plus 5 minus 1 1 plus 6 minus 4 2 all over what? 6. So 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 is equals to 6 over what? 6. So our mean division here is equals to what? 1. So that is our answer. So with that, we go to the next question, number 26. So number 26 of the Jamb 2020 maths question. It said the cumulative frequency curve below shows the distribution of the scores of 30 students in a test. Find the 60th percentile what? Score. Now, it's all about thinking. So if we are told that the 100th percentile score was scored by 30 what? Students, how many students will score the 60th what? Percentile what? Score? So let's look for x. So we have 60 over 100 times 30. So I'm finding the 60th percent of 30. So it means that 18 students will score, we have the 60th what percentile. So to find the 18th student score, we'll come to the graph. I don't know if you can see, if you can see me. If this is 10, this is 15, I'm guessing our 18th should be here. If our 18 is here and this is, I'll trace it, now come down. So we agree with that this is above 36.6, sorry, 34.5. So this should be 36.3. So then bring this down. It should be 36.3. So you have to be open-minded and have to guess what those grid stands for. So with this, we say that our answer would be C. So we go to the next question, question 27 of the Jamb 2020 Maths Pass question. Now they said in a class of 50 pupils, 35 like science and 30 like history. So he said, what is the probability of selecting a people who likes both science and history? So now let's solve this. So let the number, so let the total number of students that like both science and history, let it be what? X. And we're told the number of students that like science only is equals to 35 minus x. And number of students that like history only is equals to 30 minus x. And we know that the total number of students is what? 50. So therefore we have x plus 35 plus x, sorry, not plus, rather 35 minus, so we have x plus 35 minus x plus 30 minus x is equals to what? 50. So if closing like them, we have 35, let's do this, x, taking like terms now, we have x minus x minus x plus 35 plus 30 equals to what? 50. So we have x is minus 2x plus, what is this, 65 equals to 50. So x minus 2x is minus x is equals to 50 minus 65. So minus x is equals to minus 15. So this minus we cancel minus, so we have x is equals to what? 15. So therefore, the number of students that like both X and that like both science and history is equals to what? 15. So to find the probability of science and history is equals to 15 over 50. That's the probability, which will give us 3 over 10 is equals to 0.3. Our answer is B. So that is our answer for number 27 of the Jamb pass question. So now we go to our question 28. So let me take this all off. So question number 28 of the Jamb 2020 Jamb pass question. It says two fair die each numbered 1 to 6 are tossed together. Find the probability that they both show even number. So this is a scenario based question. You can feel free to get two dice and throw it 36 times. You will find different occurrence at different throw. Now we can have an occurrence where we throw the die, we get a 1 and 1. We may get a 1 and 2, get a 1 and 3, get a 1 and 4, might get a 1 and 5, might get a 1 and 6, or we can get a 2 and 1, we can get a 2 and 2, we can get a 2 and 3, we can get a 2 and 4, a 2 and 5, or we get a 2 and 6, or we can get a 3 and 1, a 3 and 2, a 3 and 3, a 3 and 4, a 3 and 5, a 3 and 6. We might also have a 4 and 1, a 4 and 2, a 4 and 3, a 4 and 4, a 4 and 5, a 4 and 6. We might also have a 5 and 1, a 5 and 2, a 5 and 3, a 5 and 4, a 5 and 5, a 5 and 6. And lastly, we can get a 6 and 1, a 6 and 2, a 6 and 3, a 6 and 4, a 6 and 5, and a 6 and 6. These are possible outcomes we may have when we throw two dice at the same time. So they want us to find the probability that they both show even what numbers. So we look at our results at different events. We find that we have even number here when we throw and get a 2 and 2. We have another even number here. We have an even number here again also. We come down here, we have two even numbers here, two even numbers here. We have two even numbers here. We have two even numbers here. We have two even numbers here. And we have two even numbers here. So therefore, probability of getting even numbers is, we count this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 9 times. When we throw it 9 out of 36 times, we are likely to get two even what numbers. So if we work this, 9 in 36 will give us 1 over what 4. So this is our what answer. So that is our answer for question number 28. So let's go to question number 29. So question number 29 of the Jamb 2020 maths question. It said 8 football clubs are to play in a league on home and away basis, how many matches are what possible? Now, those of you that are football fans, you agree with me that if a match is played home and away, that means the match is being repeated. That is, the same club are playing themselves two times, and we have two as number of matches times the league. So we have is combination 8 combination 2. So this 2 stands for the home and away repetition, and 8 football clubs are playing home and away, and they are playing 2 matches each. So this is now 2 times 8 permutation over 8 minus 2 permutation 2 what permutation. So we have 2 times 8. Let's find this. 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times, mind this in brackets, times 3 times 2 times 1 over 8 minus 2 is 6. So this 6 permutation is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 2 permutation, which is times 2 times 1. So all of this will cancel all of this. So 2 here 1, 2 here 4. So what we have as our answer is 2 times 4 times 7, 28. This is 56 what? These are 56 matches possibly that A clubs are to play in a league on home and away what basis. Our answer is what? C. So let us go to the next question. Question number 30. Wow. Question number 30 brings up a question on metrics. So I hope we are familiar with our metrics. Now, in the metrics, I want us to always recall. You see, I like to recall things. We recall in our metrics, we have A, B, C, D. We recall that this is equals to A, D minus C, B. Now, going through this guideline, we have for P. Okay, please have this in mind because we'll use this for the next what question. So say find PQ. Remember that this is the row, this is the row, this is the column. I deal with rows and column. This is A, B, C, D. To find PQ, now we have our big bracket. We have our row or our column multiplying the row. So this column multiply everything on this row. So we have 1. So let me clean this off. So we have, sorry, let me take this off. So we have 1 times minus 2 all in brackets plus this minus 2 times this 1, comma, we have this again multiplying this. So we have 1 times 3 brackets close plus minus 2 times 0. So that is for our top column. We solve for second column. So this will be this times this and this. So we have 3 times, don't forget, minus 2 plus 4 times 1 brackets 3 times 3 plus 4 times 0. All this in one bracket. So open all these brackets, we have minus 2 plus bracket minus 2 and minus 6 is minus 6 plus 4 comma 3 plus 0 and 9 plus 0. So solving for this, we therefore our PQ is equals to minus 4 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 9. So this is our answer, which is this. So that will go to our next question. Let me take it off. So I have question number 31. So remember, in our matrix, this column is a positive, this is a negative, and this is a positive. Here is positive, here is negative, here is positive. Don't forget this, it will help us by solving this. And also recall again, A, B, C, D is equals to AD minus BC. Don't forget this to help us to find this. So we are asked to find our what determinant, which is what D. So D is equals to this first value 2, and is plus 2. We have to cover this. We are working with this now. So I'm working this as this. So 2 brackets, we have minus 3 times 1. I have 1. So we have 1, or let's do it this way. I have 1, 2, minus 2, minus 3. Don't forget our minus. Minus is minus 3. Since yes, minus times minus will become, or let's say minus, minus 3 brackets. So I'll begin with 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3. So the next one now, we are dealing with 1. So we have plus 1, 0, 1, 1, 2. So now let's recall this formula for this. So this is equal to 2 bracket minus 3 times 1 minus 2 times minus, so this minus 4. This is plus 3. This is minus 3. This times this minus minus 2 plus 1. 2 times 2, 0 is 0, minus 1 times 1 is 1. So open bracket, we have 2 minus 3 plus 4 plus 3 minus 3 plus 2 plus 1 bracket minus 1. So you have 2 times 1 plus 3 times this should be minus 3 plus 2. This should be 2. This is minus 3 minus 2. This is 2 plus minus 1. So you have 2 plus 6 minus 1. This is 7. This 8 minus 1, which is equals to what? 7. So your answer is D, 7. So that is for question number 31. That's question number 31. Sorry. I'm sure that you guys are somewhat confused. This is ought to be 0. Please don't be confused. It ought to be what? 0. So that is for question number 31. So let's go to the next question. So question number 32 of the Jamb past question. So please, this is that if 2x minus 2 minus 2 and 5 is equals to x, this is 3, this is 4, this is 2. Find what x. Don't forget, I always like to recall that a comma b c comma d is equals to a b minus c b. So don't forget this. So working based on this guide, we have 5 times 2x, 10x minus 2 times minus 2 is 4 equals to 2 times x is 2x minus 3 times 4, 12. So crossing like terms, we have 10x minus 2x equals to minus 12 plus 4. We have 8x equals to minus 8. X is equals to minus 8 over 8. So x is equals to what? Minus 1. So our answer here is what? C. So with that, we go to number 34. Number 34 of the Jamb 2020 maths past question. They said if y is equal to 2x squared minus 3x plus 2, find the value of x for which y is minimum. For a minimum value, which is y, we will have to equate this value of, let's say, we have to find the x, we will find the y, the x of this, and equate it to what? 0. So the y, the x of y is 4x minus 3. Don't forget of differential what? Calculus. Now to obtain the value, of x at minimum, we have to equate this to what? 0. We have 4x minus 3 equals to what? 0. We have 4x is equals to what? 3. X is equals to 3 over what? 4. So this is our what? Answer for question number 33. So that will go to the next question of number 34 of the Jamb 2020 what? past question, and the question says the polynomial 2x cubed plus s squared minus s 3x plus p has a remainder 20 when divided by x minus 2. Let's find the value of the constant what? P. So judging from this, let's equate the divisor, which is x minus 2. Let's equate it to 0. Therefore, we have x is equals to what? 2. So we have to equate anywhere we see x in this question, we have to substitute for what? 2. So we write 2x cubed plus x squared minus 3x plus p equals to what? 20. So let's equate anywhere we see x, we put as 2. So we have 2, remember 2 is power 3 plus 2 is power 2 minus 3 bracket 2 minus 20 equals to minus p. So we solve for this. 2 in base power 3 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 4 minus 6 minus 20 equals to what? P. From our board mass, we have to add first before we subtract. So this is 20 minus 26 equals to minus p. This is minus 6 equals to minus p. Minus cancel minus, so p is equals to what? 6. So that's our answer, which is this for question number 34. So let's go to question number 35. So question number 35 says, if 225 naira yields a 27 naira in X years as simple interest at the rate of 4% per annum, let us find what? X. So remember, our simple interest is equals to PRT over what? 100. Here we're giving our interest to be what? 27. We're giving our principal to be 225. We are giving our rate as times 4, and we are asked to find our t, which is what we're looking for, all over 100. Making t subject to the formula, we have t is equals to 27 times 100 over 225 times 4. So t is equals to, if we work this in our calculator, we have 3 years. So we have 3 years. Because this is equals to, for my calculation, we have this as 2700 over 900. So you agree with me that this is what? 3 years. So answer is what? A. So we go to the next question. So we are on question number 36 of the Jamb 2020 past question. The question says, Al-Haji Salami bought 5 goats for the price of 25,000 naira. 5. He then sold them to make a profit of 40%. How much did he sell each goat if they are sold at the same what rate? First of all, we are going to find how much he bought one goat, because we are told that he bought 5 goats for 25 naira. So one goat now is 25,000 over 5, which is equals to 5,000. So he bought one goat for what? 5,000. So let us find the profit of his sales. So 40% of his so he made a profit of 10,000 naira. So this is his what? Profit. So we are told that the cost price is 25. That is how much he bought it. So to find selling price is equals to cost price plus profit, which is equals to 10,000 plus 25,000, which is equals to 35 what. So he sold all this his goods for 35,000. So that if he sold 5 goods for 35,000, how much did he sell one good? I mean, he sold one good for 35,000 over 5, which is 7 what thousand naira each. So this is how much he sold each goat to get a profit of 40 what percent. So that is how it's being done. So we'll go to the next question. Question number 37 of the Jamb 2020 maths question. Now, if you recall, I always love to recall. If you recall, from our trigonometry, we are told that sine 30 degree is equals to 1 over 2. Cos 30 degree is equals to root 3 over 2. So equating this to this, we have 1 over 2 minus root 3 rather over 2 all over root 3 over 2. So this is the same thing as 1 over 2 minus root 3 over 2 divided by root 3 over what? 2. So let's put this in brackets so we can solve for this first. So we solve for the other bracket. We have LCM is 2. So we have 1 minus root 3 divided by root 3 over root 3. So we turn this to a multiplication sign, and this, remember, flips over. We have times 2 over root 3. Sorry, there's a glitch in my side. So this is 3. So this now becomes 2. We cancel 2. So we have 1 minus root 3 over root 3. So if we rationalize this, we'll multiply both sides, both numerator and denominator by the denominator. We have root 3 all over 1 minus root 3 all over what? 3. So opening brackets, we have is equals to root 3 minus 3 all over what? 3. So it's the same thing as 1 over 3 bracket root 3 minus 3. Sorry, there's a glitch on my, so this minus 3. So this is our answer, which is A. So with that, we go to the next question. So this is an error. It's an error. This is not 18. rather this is an 8, so let me block this off. This is an 8 over what? 15. So if it's 8 over 15, remember that tan theta equals to opposite over what? Adjacent. So we are given, remember our right angle triangle, we are given the is opposite is adjacent is hypotenuse, and we know that hypotenuse square from Pythagoras theorem is equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. So to get our adjacent, opposite is, it says 8, which is 8 square plus 15 square. So this is 8 square is 64 and 15 square is 255. So we sum this up, we have 289. To h is square root of this, which is equals to what? 17. So therefore our sine theta is adjacent, no, sine is adjacent over hypotenuse, which now becomes sorry, not adjacent, rather sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So this becomes 8 over what? 17. And cos, which is now adjacent over hypotenuse, cos theta now becomes 15 over 17. So therefore we will write this as 8 over 17 minus 1 over 15 over 17 bracket 1 minus 15 over what? 17. This becomes, this is now, let's take it here, this becomes equals to, if we solve for this, we left with minus 9 over 17 all over 15 over 17 bracket 2 over what? 17. And when we solve for what we have here, we have 2 over 17. So this is, we are left with minus 9 over 17 over 30 over 289. So flipping all this over, we have minus 9 over 17 times 289 over 30. 17 here is 17. 17 here 1. So this becomes minus 7 times, so no, so 3 here becomes 3, 3 here becomes 3. Minus 3 times 17 gives us minus 51 over 10. Yes, so that is our answer, which is D. I hope we were able to get what we just did. With that, we get our question 39. This question 39. So let me take this all off. Let me take it all off. So question 39 of our Jamb 2020 past question. The question says, Aloma left his home. It's quite the question. This is what they're bearing. So allow me to work this out for you. So say Aloma left his home and traveled 20 kilometers on a bearing of 45 degrees. So let's get our bearing. let's get our bearing. So this is a bearing. At 45 degrees he travels 20 what kilometer. So here is what 45 degree. So he got to a point. So he then, from that point where he then went southward. So he got to this point and came southward until he was 20 kilometers from the starting point. So let's assume these are 20 what kilometers from the starting what point. So if there is 25, 45, here too also be what 45. Don't forget our alternating what angle. So he was 20 kilometers away from his what starting point. So let's call this what x. Now we have our three side given, here 20 kilometer, here 20 kilometer, here x, and we have the embedded angle what 45 degree. Now we can solve this by two methods. We can solve this by just getting, which is we'll find the sine of 45 degrees, and remember that sine is opposite, which is this, over adjacent, which is our x. And remember, in the short form, sine 45 is the same thing as 1 over root 2 is equals to 20 over x. Therefore, x is equals to 20 root 2 kilometers. We can solve this also by using the cosine rule. If you can remember your cosine rule, that says a square is equals to b square plus c square minus 2ac cos a. If you remember this formula, good and fine, you can solve it that way. But time will fail us to go into all that. So our answer is 20 root 2 what kilometer, and that is our B. That's our B. So with that, we go to the next question on the Jamb 2020 what past question, and it's numbers 40. Now from number 40, the question says that we should find, look up, it said if P with coordinates 50 degrees north and 40 degrees west, and Q 60 degrees north and 140 degrees east are 2 points on the earth surface, what is the ratio of their small circle distance to their great circle what distance? So if you recall from your mass, longitude and latitude, we understand that the formula for small circle what distance is theta over 360 2 pi r cos theta. We are finding the ratio to great circle. So the great circle formula is theta over 360 2 pi r. So now for a small circle, what will be our theta? Our theta is the coordinate on the what latitude, which is this and this. And since that there are different trajectory, that is, this is west, this is east, we what add because they are different. So 40 plus 140 will give us 180 over 360 2 pi r. Now what will be our theta for cos theta? Our theta here will be the degree on the same what axis or on the same point on the Earth's surface, which is what? 60. So we have cos 60 degree, which is same thing as 1 over what? 2. So this is times 1 over 2 ratio. Now for the great circle, what then will be our what? Theta. Our theta here will be what? 60. Now I want the what? Latitude. So this is 60 over 3, sorry, let me take 10 off. So it's over 360 2 pi r. So 2 we cancel here, it goes 90. So we have 90 over 360 2 pi r ratio 60 over 360 2 pi r. So this will cross this, this will cross this because they are on the same position in different what? Places. So we are now left with 90 ratio what? 60. 0 will cross off this 0. 3 will in 9 leaves us with 3 ratio. 3 in 2, 3 in 6 leaves us with what? 2. So this is our answer, and that is what? B. That is what? B. So that is the answer for question number 40. We're almost done. We are getting closer and closer to the end of our past question. So with that, we'll go to the next question, which is question number 41. Question number 41 of the Jamb 2020 past question. So we have the question that says, the figure below shows a circle with points P, Q, R, S on the circumference and center what? O. If angle on S, that is angle SQR, that is this angle, if it's 37 degree, calculate angle PR what? S, which is this angle. So I look for PR what? S. So you agree with me? You look up. You agree with me? Sorry? I said this. So sorry. I said if angle SQR, please don't get it twisted. So we draw our line, a visible line. So if SQR, they said here is 37 degree. Let us find what? Here. So now for us to find here, we must find what? Here. Let's call this what? Y. So to find y, you agree with me that this is a what? Right angle, and angles on a right angle is equals to what? 90 degree. So we have 37 degree plus y is equals to 90 degree. So we have 90, sorry. So we have y is equals to 90 degree minus 37 degree. So y is equals to what? 53 what? Degree. So that means here is what? 53 degree. So if you are conversant with your angles, you will understand that angles on the same segment are equal. So we have this on this segment of the circle and this on the same segment of the circle. So therefore the angle of Q is equals to the angle of what? R on the same what segment. So 53 degree is equals to our x. So therefore angle PRS is equals to 53. Sorry, there's a glitch in my system. So that should be 53. So 53 what degrees. So is it as our C. This is question number 42 of the Jamb 2020 pass question. I said in the diagram above, BCD is a straight line, as you can see. This is a typical straight line. It's a straight line. And angle ADB is 23 degree. Is this angle here? And angle DAC is 32 degrees, which is this angles what here. First of all, I want us to find the angle at the center, which is this angle here. Angle at the center. So first of all, let us find angle on C. There is a formula that says exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. That's to say, if we have a triangle of this nature, and we have here x degree, we have here A, we have here B, we have here C. It means that to find x degree equals to A's degree plus B what degree. That's what it just means. Exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. So therefore to find our, maybe let's call it A angle ACB is equals to angle DAC plus angle ADB, which is equals to 23 degree plus 32 what degree equals to 55 what degree. So here is what 55 degree. So let us now, first of all, let's close this to give us a perfect what triangle. Now if you recall, I hope you do recall, on this circle theorem, there's a formula that said angle subtended at the center is twice the angle subtended at the what circumference. So to get angle A, sorry, I'm glitching again. To get angle AOB is equals to 2 times 5 degrees equals to 110 degrees. So we have successfully found this angle to be 110 degrees. So we're looking at asked to find angle here, and we can't find angle here unless we find angle here. And looking at this triangle, if here is x, that means here is x. So you come here, let me show you. This is what it looks like. So this is 0 degree. So this triangle is looking like an isosceles triangle. That means the base angles are equal. So if the base angle are equal, remember the formula that says sum of angle in a triangle is equals to 180 degree. 180 degree. So we have 180 plus 2x. So we have 180 degree minus 110 degree equals to 2x. x. So 180 minus 111 gives us 70 what degree equals to what x. To find our x, we'll divide both sides by what 2. Therefore our x now becomes what 35 what degree. So angle OAB is equals to angle OBA is equals to what 35 what degrees. So this is our answer. So it is 35. So that's our answer. Let's answer to question number what 42. So that will go to question number 43. So let me take this off. Question number 43. So now we are in question number 43. It said a binary operation given, which is this, on is it meant to be real numbers, not red numbers. On real numbers is defined by this. Look at this. This is the operation. Is defined by this what operation. For any two real number x and what y, find the value of minus 3 over 4. Then this is the operation that we are working with. So comparing this to this, see, let our x be minus 3 over 4, let our y be 6. So we have xy, so we have minus 3 over 4, 6. We have plus x, also x minus 3 over 4. Please, let's use bracket to separate them. Plus y, which is what 6. So having done this, let's open our bracket. So we have 4 here. This is 2, 4 here, which is 3. So we have minus 9 over 2 minus 3 over 4 plus 6. Let's call it over 1. Looking for the LCM is 4. So we have minus 18 minus 3 plus 24. So this leaves us with minus 18 plus 21 over 4, which is equals to 3 over what 4, which we have as our what A. So that we go to question number 44. So let me take this off. So question number 44 now of the Jamb 2020 past question. It is still a binary what question. It says if A asterisk n, that is the operation, equals n minus bracket of m plus 2 for any real number m and n, find the value of what? Find the value of what? 3 asterisk minus 5. So looking from, so let's do this now. I have 3. This is the operation we're working with, minus 5. Starting from this, we can say let our m be 3 and n minus 5. So we have this is equals to, it should be equals to minus 5. Am I right? Yes. Minus 5 minus also our m 3 plus 2. We have minus 5 minus 5, which is equals to minus what? 10. As simple as short, no need to stress. Our answer here is C. So with that, we go to our next question, which is question number 45. Wow. Little by little, we draw closer to the end of this past question. So question number 45 of the Jamb 2020 maths past question says that If 3x squared plus 2y squared plus 3y plus x minus 7 is equals to 0, find the x, the y at point, 2 minus 2, 1. Now, many of you if you didn't do further maths in school, it will be hard for you to solve this on your own, because this is an implicit what differentiation, where we are differentiating x and y. So join me, please pay attention as we differentiate this, and we have the x, because now we are differentiating in respect to x and y, now no longer x. So please, I'm rewriting the given. Define the x of each of all these. We start little by little. So the x, the y of this is 6x, if you call, plus the x, the y of 2y is 4y, the y, the x, plus we have first of all find the x, the y of x, y. So we're differentiating in respect to y. So we have x, the y, the x. We come back here and differentiate in respect of x. So plus y. Then differentiate this, we have plus 1, and this becomes 0. So this is how we have for our dx. So with color like terms, we are left with 6x plus y plus 1 plus, let's put in bracket, 4y plus x, bracket close, dy dx. So we just equate it to what? 0. So we have to separate the x, the y from the other variables. So you have 6x plus y plus 1 is equals, let's call this, let's put this in bracket, this becomes minus, is equals to 4x plus x in bracket dy dx. So therefore dy sorry, I don't understand why my system is glitching. So therefore the y dx is now equals to minus 6x, opening bracket now, minus y minus 1 over 4y plus x. Now you recall at minus 2, 1, that is, we have our x minus 2, our y as what? 1. Let us solve and find the point. So we equate x and y. So let me separate this. So we have minus 6. What's our x? X is minus 2. Minus y. What's our y? 1. Minus 1. All over, what's our y? 4. 1. Plus, what's our x? Minus 2. So opening bracket, we have 12 minus 2 over 4 minus 2 is equals to 10 minus 2, which gave us what? A 5. So this is our for question number 45, number 46 of the Jamb 2020 past questions. And the question says that equation of a curve is y equals x, all in bracket, 3 minus s squared. Then find the equation at its normal at the point where x is equals to 2. So now let's find first of all, let's find y. Let's express y. So we have y, sorry. So we have y is equals x 3 minus x squared. Opening this bracket, we have 3x minus x cubed. Now where they gave us where x is equals to 2, we substitute for x, we have 3 all in bracket 2 minus 2 cube. 2 times 3, 6, 2 cube 8. So therefore we are left with minus 2. Now let's find a gradient. Let's find a gradient m, which is equals to the y dx of 3x minus x cubed, which is equals to 3 minus 3x squared. So again, where x is equals to 2, so we have m is equals to 3 minus 3 bracket 2 power square. Now the is minus 2. So we're dealing with this minus 2 now. We're dealing with this what? Minus 2. So now m is equals to 3 minus 3 times 4 will give us minus 12. So our m now is equals to minus 9. So the gradient at normal is equals to 1 over 9. Don't forget it. So therefore the equation at normal through this is equals to y. The equation at normal through 2 comma minus 2 now. The equation at normal 2 comma minus 2 will then be change in y, or y plus 2 over x minus 2 equals to 1 over 9. Cross multiply, we have 9y plus 18 equals to x minus 2. So x minus 9y minus 20 equals to what? 0. So that's our answer to this question, and this is it. Answer is C. So we'll go to the next question, which is question number 47. So if you look at number 47, please, it is a typographical error. The question is not complete. This is the full question. There is this underneath this. This is our question. So we're going to differentiate x cubed minus 1 all over x squared. So this is the same thing as you agree with me, x cubed over x squared minus 1 over x squared ds. So if you agree with me, then you can now say that this is equals to x minus x raised to power minus 2 dx. So we're going to differentiate this. So this is integration now rather. So we are doing this. Sorry, I don't know why my device is glitching, but please bear with me. So this is same thing as this. Mind you, this is same thing as x is equal to 1. So we are going to integrate this. Sorry, is x 2 over 2 minus x is minus 1 over minus 1 is the same thing as x raised power 2 over 2 minus 1 over x. Please don't be confused. Is equal to x over x squared over 2 plus 1 over x. So we are looking for this. This is 2 and 1. So from your integration, we have this. We have bracket 2 square over 2 plus 1 over 2 minus 1 square over 2 plus 1 over 1. So this is left with 4. I left with 4 over 2 plus 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 1. When we solve for this, we have 5 over 2 minus 3 over 2. LCM here 2, we have 5 minus 3 is equals to 2 over 2 is equals to 1. Hope we all got that. This is our B. I'll go to the next question. Next question of the 2020 Maths Jamb question, which is number 48. Number 48 says evaluate the integration of sine 3x dx. So so let u be equals to 3x. Therefore du is equals to 3 dx. So dx is equals to du over 3. So therefore integral value of sine 3x dx is equals to integral value of sine u du over 3, which is therefore equals to minus cos 3x over 3 plus c, which is equals to 1 over 3, minus 1 over 3 cos 3x plus c. So that is our answer to question number 48 of the Jamb 2020. So I think this is our answer here. So we'll go to the next question. It's question number 49. Now question number 49 says the line y equals to mx minus 3 is a tangent to the curve y equals to 1 minus 3x plus 2x cubed at points 1, 0. Find the value of the constant m. So we write y. So write y is equals to 1 minus 3x plus 2x cube. So we're going to find the y, the x of this gives us minus 3 plus 6x squared. So at the point 1, 0, the gradient will therefore be minus 3 plus 6. X is equals to 1. So we have minus 3 plus 6, which is equals to 3. So therefore m is equals to 3. That is the gradient we are looking for. Gradient means m, so don't forget that. So we go to the last question for this exercise, and that is question number 50 on the Jamb 2020 mathematics question. And the question says simplify tan 80 square minus tan 20 square over 1 plus tan 80 tan 20. So looking at this, I would love us to recall. I love doing more of recalling. So you guys need to be students and remember what you have been taught earlier on. So recall that tan A minus B is equals to tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan 80, let me not jump far on my schedule, tan A tan B. If you recall this from our trig ratio or trigonometry, we remember this vividly. So if we check this expression is quite similar to this. If you look at it very well, they are similar. So therefore, if this is so, therefore we have this is equals to tan 80 minus 20, which is therefore equals to tan 60 what degree. And remember that tan 60 degrees equals to sine 60 degree over cos 60 degree, which is equals to root 3 over 2 over 1 over 2, is equals to root 3 over 2 times 2 over 1. 2 going to, our answer is root 3. So our answer is this. So thank you everyone, and that is the end of our Jamb 2020 maths past question. I hope this was helpful to you as you study and prepare for this year's Jamb 2021 maths examination. So good luck in your exams and God bless you.